right, I've got a build update for 0.4 for my Stormblast. For my Stormblast bolts Tactician. Now I ran this in 0.3. It was one-shotting bosses. Now they've added the anti-burst mechanic. You can still DPS through it. It'll do anywhere. It'll do like 50 to 75% damage, and then you have to wait till it falls off, and they'll be pinned. And they'll die when you have your 3 totems and you're doing this. They'll just die. You just stand there. The anti-burst doesn't matter. Or you can wait, dodge mechanics, pin him, put all these down, and then he'll die. But regardless, we got pretty good damage rolling in. We got a new bow. Put a video up on how to craft this until we make, like, you know, a really good one. Gear is still not super optimal. We can still get more damage. I still need to get the Scene Acquio gloves because pin buildup is at 50% on that instead of 100, and then 20% increased damage against immobilized enemies. So that's going to be a massive increase of damage. But I did update my Icy Veins guide. I don't know if it's going to be approved before this video, but it'll be the same link down in the description. So if you don't see the upgraded guide that has like Eternal Rage, then it's just not approved yet. It should be approved today. All right, but I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna show you a map. Basically what has changed here is we're not using Constricting command. Constricting command got nerfed, and you used to be able to have the surrounded buffs all the time. You didn't have to have any enemies around you, so it was a ton of damage. I mean, just a ton of damage, right? Ton of attack speed. We put timeless jewels in there and got even more buffs. Same with over here. It was just a lot of damage. All right, so basically I tried to make this build work without it. It's strong where it is now. I still need 2 more levels to get this. Once I get this, basically we'll maim, and then I'm already spec'd into this 40% increased attack damage against maimed enemies. Pair that with the 50% increased damage against immobilized enemies, plus the 20 on the gloves we don't have yet. That's 70. This is another 10. All right, so let's just count it here. Okay, this is 50. That's 60. That's 100. That's 160, and then the gloves give us 180. So we'll be doing 180% increased damage against enemies, which is a shit ton of damage. So basically that's pretty much the only thing that's changed, and I have the projectile speed here. And now they buffed Arjun's metal, so basically when you're mapping, you never have to reload galvanic shards, and it's absolutely insane now. So let's go do a map real quick. I'll show you mapping, I'll show you a boss, and then I'll break down everything fairly quickly, and then, you know, be easier for you guys to just go to the guide. Okay, Breach and Abyss. So yeah, because of Constricting command, I'm basically trying to rework this build. As you can see, our rage is building a good amount of damage. There's a new, I beat Adziri earlier. There's a new unique, which if we could work it into the build, would give me another 24 rage, which would be some insane damage. But as you can see, I'm just spraying without, as long as we're killing enemies, we're always getting bolts back, so you never have to reload. I just look at this, it's amazing. It's great. It just doesn't stop, it just goes. And then when you have your banner down, you have that increased 20, I think it's 25% attack speed. But yeah, I mean, this build's rocking out. I'm not even using Stormblast. If you come across a rare that you can't kill, yeah, use Stormblast, especially on some of those Abyss monsters that come out. But I mean, for the most part, you don't even need it. You just don't need it. So we can still squeeze a lot more power out of this bad boy. But for right now, it's in a decent spot. So I just put the mortar cannons down for fun. Why not? Extra explosions. You know? As you can see, we're rocking and rolling. It's easy too. Like, it's just... build is in a good spot. We'll just run the whole map here just so you can see. And I'm still missing, like, you know, perfect jewelers. Like, we're missing out on a lot of damage. Our bow can still scale. We're missing the diamond that gives us +3 to Stormblast. I gotta try to farm for that because there's only 2 on the market right now and they're insanely expensive. 45 divs, and I don't even think, I think it's a +1 and a +2, so it's not even like, you know, optimal. Yeah, I mean, you can just keep throwing your banner down as you go if you want. Banner, kill, banner, kill. It comes back fast. Got another abyss. What I do for the abyss is I go to where the big chasm is, I put down some cannons, and I just get the blasting. Come out, they're dead. Do the breach. Back up this way. This guy needs some Stormblast. Okay, he's dead. I have that. Nice. Probably gotta be about it for us on that one. Yeah. As you can see, it's very easy clear. It's just, you know, nice. All right, we got the boss. So, like I said, you can either preload him. You can. I'll do 2 bosses. All right. This one we'll just preload it and we'll just DPS him down through the anti-burst, and then the next one I'll show when you wait the 4 or 5 seconds. Okay. My king nears. Well, he fell out of it, but that's okay. As you can see, it's super easy. Like, it doesn't. They get pinned. They don't move. Like, he did his little whirly bird outside of my Stormblast bolts, but we still pinned him and killed him anyway. It's easy. So let me do another one. This is what we have. All right, this time I will bait the boss, and then I'll one-shot him. All right. My king nears. Over here, buddy. Okay, you gonna die. See? So without the anti-burst, still one-shots them. This is +2 bosses. It might be +3. Let's see. It is indeed +3 map boss difficulty. There's only one more. But yeah, I mean, we're still missing a good amount of damage. But that's the progress in the build. So without Viper Cap, we're still one-shotting. I don't know on a pinnacle yet. I also don't have a haste aura plus all damage shocks bore, which would then give us lightning exposure. I don't have that yet. That's also damage we're missing out on, so we'll have to see. Okay, we'll have to see on that. But equipment, I mean, you're just looking for high fizz, +5 to +7, onslaught, flat lightning, or damages extra lightning damage on your bow. Offhand, same thing as before. Oh, there's news. Oh. Make sure you have +5 and +1 to maximum number of summon ballistas, so you can do weapon set 2 for mortar cannon. Then just, you know, pump life, evasion, deflection, resistances. You want flat fizz, flat lightning on both your rings. You're gonna need at least 20 mana per enemy killed. You're gonna need how much spirit do we have? 170. So you need 62 spirit at least to run the setup I have now. I have 43 here and 14 there, and then the extra we get. Gloves, you're going with the Sign Acquio gloves. They're uniques. They're like, I don't know, 8 divines right now for like low tier. Belt, I mean, equipment's, you know, res and life, some mana. I do have heavy ammunition right now, which is this node right here. It's only what, 600 damage on storm bolts. I think even though this isn't 15% extra lightning anymore, it's still more damage than what that's given us. So I think I'm still going to take Wild Storm. Yeah. But I mean, gear, that's just, I haven't optimized these yet. I'll go with what's on the endgame guide. And then let's do skills. Okay, Galvanic Shards. You're going to want Arjun's Metal, Innervate, Lightning Attunement, Rapid Attacks 2, and Fork. All right. If you want to get it harder, you don't really need it, you can do Elemental Armament 2, but I highly recommend Rapid Attacks 2 because we don't have a ton of attack speed. I'm also, ideally, attack speed would be on the bow instead of strength, but I just don't have that at the moment. War Banner does give 25% attack speed. Onslaught gives 20% attack speed. Yeah, so you're getting 45 when your banner, 45 attack speed when your banner and is down and you're killing stuff. Stormblast bolts, concentrated area. This makes it so it stays in a tight circle instead of more of like a big AoE. That way you can condense the power and one-shot the bosses. Elemental Armament 2, Lightning Penetration, Lightning Attunement, and Lightning Mastery. Do not put Rapid Attacks in this. I see so many people asking me about that. Rapid Attacks will make the DPS go up on the tooltip, but it's not real damage. Okay, Rapid Attacks just says, okay, well, you're doing more damage because you're putting it down faster. Sure, you can put it down a little bit faster, but you don't need it. When your War Banner's down, you don't need it. Okay, you want Lightning Mastery to get another level, which is more burst damage instead of fake damage because it thinks you're shooting faster. This doesn't matter. It's the detonation damage, okay? War Banner. We're running Durezo's Passion, Prolonged Duration 2, and Magnified Area 2. Mortar Cannon, Explosive Grenade, Short Fuse 2, Payload, Urgent Totems 3, and I think I was running Adhesion. They stick where they land. Emergency Reload, Cooldown Recovery 2, Efficiency 2, Prolonged Duration 2. No, like, none of this has changed from the endgame build. Okay, the link in the description. The only thing that changes Eternal Rage. It's the only thing that's changed, and Arjun's Metal, and I think Lightning Master on this. I think that's the only changes. Herald of Thunder, Lightning Attunement, Bone Shrapnel, Elemental Focus, Living Lightning 2, and then Elemental Armament 2 is going to go on here. Companion, in the guide on how to get, you want Haste Aura and all damage shocks to get the lightning exposure. Not necessary, but if you want extra damage, you're going to have to find that. I haven't gone back to look for one. The ones I've seen in maps haven't had what I needed, so I just kind of have haste aura for now. Ramira's Requital Lineage Gem. Okay, this is better than I forget what it was called, but basically this one you also recoup 200% of damage taken. 5 minion. Meat Shield 2, Last Gasp, and I don't have the, well, I won't need the intelligence. It's like the lightning exposure support gem, and then the one where it gives 50% more magnitude of shock, but it's inflicted back to you or something. That goes on him when you have all damage shocks. Eternal Rage. We get this for 50 spirit. It is like a 40% boost to damage. It's absolutely massive. So we're using this to offset the Constricting command and not having all those like 200% attack nodes that we lost. I'm running Cannibalism 1 for life on kill and Precision 1 just because it was cheap and I had nothing else to put in there. Eternal Rage, just get the level 14. You don't need to level it up. You don't need an extra 0.5 rage per second, because once it hits full, it takes like 5 to 7 seconds when you get into a map. You don't have to worry about it. It's not going to go anywhere. It'll stay full. And then Wind Dancer with, I need to put close combat on there. But that's that. That's what I got for now, okay? So let me just show you. We're at 15.9 and 29. Let's say 15.9 and 29.9. Let me turn off Rage. Let me show you how much damage it is, all right? Going down. You're looking at 5,000 damage. 10,000 damage. That's a 50% increase, just about 50% increase on Stormblast. And it's like a 40 to 45% increase on Galvanic shards. That's how much Rage is giving us. That is an insane amount. You just watch it tick up. Now, there is a new unique. I got it earlier when I beat Adziri. It has 6 sockets, and you can only put soul cores in there. And basically, it acts as like gloves, boots, helmet. So if you get the one that's helmet, there's a soul core that gives you 4 rage per soul core. That would give us another 24 rage, which would be a massive boost to damage. So if I can squeeze, well, the only problem is I would lose the spirit on my chest, and I would lose a lot of resistances. So I don't know if I'll lose evasion. I don't know if that's going to be worth it to have extra damage, because we're already doing insane damage, and we can still get another 200 max physical damage out of a crossbow, like a good one. So I mean, we probably won't need it. Plus we're not getting the 40% extra for maiming yet, because I still need 2 more levels, and then we're not getting the extra 20% from the unique gloves. So I honestly don't think we're going to need more rage, but it's there. So my evasion right now is at 50%. My resistances, I still need to cap chaos, but we're close. And then I get another, I think it's 40%, or is it 60% if I've hit an enemy recently. So I think evasion is probably 55 to 60%. And then our deflection is 25% chance to deflect. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Survivability is about as good as it's going to get, okay? Now, passive tree, Tactician. Okay, this is what I'm running. Projectile damage builds pin. Pin enemies cannot perform actions. A lot of people are like, oh, you don't have defense, you don't have energy shield, your evasion's too low. Shut the hell up. This is our defense right here. Right here. For 3, well, with our duration, I think it's 4 seconds. Enemies cannot attack, cannot move, cannot cast. They can't do shit. You will kill them in 1 shot. And if you don't, you've got 4 seconds. Same with bosses. It stops bosses dead in their tracks. So, you know, you don't really need, that's why this is more of a glass cannon build, because you don't need it. If they can't move and they can't act, and that's your defense right there. That's your defense. You know what I mean? So then we got the 50% spirit costs, and then we've got you can place multiple banners, but we get this for the glory, because they changed glory back in 0.3 to where if you're not actively gaining glory, it degrades. And the problem with that is when you kill a few mobs and you run to the boss room, guess what? Your banner's not there. And we need the banner for extra damage because 15-9, 29-9. 9,000 and 18,000 more damage. And this is without Innervate, Onslaught. I mean, it's nice. And you figure we're going to get... I think I had this up to 600,000 or 700,000 with all buffs. But say the 350,000, all the multiplicative damage we have should be around 180%. So, yeah, that's 1 million per explosion. So we're already at the 30 mil per explosion, and we can still get another 3 levels on this. Actually 4 levels on this. This can be level 31 plus a better. Yeah, we're not gonna need any more damage. But yeah, anyway, so a passive tree, like I said, it's on the website as well. But this is weapon set 1. This is anointed for now until you can afford Wild Storm. This one is super cheap. You're gonna grab all of these. You're gonna grab this right here. This is all weapon set 1, like 74% damage for having a companion. Grab this whole ring. It's weapon set 2. Grab these evasion nodes. This is weapon set 1. I'll go back to the jewels later. All this is weapon set 1. These 4. This is all just general levels. Big damage against rare uniques. Get the lightning damage is lucky. This is all weapon set 2. This is just normal. New projectile speed nodes. You're gonna grab this V right here, and then these 2. Put that on weapon set 1. Rage is just general, and then grab all these for weapon set 2. You're gonna grab this as weapon set 1. 22% damage. You're gonna come up here, grab this evasion, and then up here you're gonna grab these 2 are weapon set 1, okay? And then these 5 are weapon set 1. This is big. 60% crit damage against mobilized enemies. Huge. You're gonna come up here, grab the 16% skill speed. You're gonna come up here and grab this maim damage. You're gonna grab these 3 Herald nodes. And then this is important. Increases and reductions of companion damage also apply to you. They only nerfed these 4. So we lost 40% damage with these 4 because they nerfed them, but all the other ones still work. And that's it, okay? So as far as your skills, you're going to put Galvanic on weapon set 1, War Banner, weapon set 1. You're going to do Stormblast bolts, weapon set 1. And then Mortar Cannon is weapon set 2. Emergency reload, doesn't matter. And that's it. That's it. That's the build update. I will be doing a final build update once I get all the gear, once I really get everything going. But I mean, as of right now, without Constricting Command, we're back to one-shotting bosses, and it just has really good clear. It just feels good. Having Abyss tablets now feel really good. But anyway, link below if you want to just look at the info instead of skip through the video. I don't blame you. Anyway, you know the drill. Subscribe, come back. See you on the next one.